Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank you to everybody who has been rocking with us tonight as we have gone through an outstanding show. I'll get to my thank yous here in just a few moments. I do want to take care of a few housekeeping things at this time of the show. Every single week, we always make sure that we give our history moment. Sometimes it's a few things. Sometimes it's, it just really does depend on how we're feeling and what we want to share with you guys. So today we are talking about Rebecca J. Cole. Rebecca J. Cole, born in 1846, died in 1922. Rebecca J. Cole, born in Philadelphia, was the second United States black woman physician and was the first black woman to graduate from the Women's Medical College in Pennsylvania. She received her secondary education from the Institute for Colored Youth, which is ICY. It's now known as Cheyney University. She graduated from ICY in 1863, received her medical degree from Women's Medical College in 1868. Aside Women's Medical College is now part of Allegheny University of the Health Sciences. She was appointed as a resident physician at the New York Infirmary for Women and Children, which was a hospital owned and operated by women physicians from 1872 to 1881. Sorry about that. Dr. Rebecca Cole worked with Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first white American woman physician to receive a medical degree. Dr. Blackwell assigned Dr. Cole to the post of sanitary visitor, a position in which a traveling physician would visit families in their homes and slum neighborhoods and instruct them in family hygiene and prenatal and infant care. Today, we celebrate Rebecca J. Cole. She was born in March of 1846, and she passed on August 14th, 1922, which was 95 years ago today. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Also at this time of the show, we always make sure we profile a missing and or exploited child. Today is no different. We're looking for Simone Black. Simone Black is a black female. She stands 5'5", weighs 130 pounds. She's been missing since August 7th, 2017, right here in the Cap City in Chesterfield. Black female, brown hair, brown eyes. Last seen on August 7th, 2017, and she may still be here in the local area. So if you've seen Simone Black, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.com. missingkids.org, but both of them will come up. Com and org will both come up, but I always say missingkids.org. Or call them at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. Or you can simply contact Chesterfield County Police Department, 804-748-1251. Got to bring these babies home every single Monday night. We always make sure we profile one. So appreciate you. You're listening to the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. It's called Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. That's me. You're listening to us every single Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern until we finish. We also have the listening party on Tuesdays. We have hashtag brother and sister shenanigans on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, All Throttle Radio. All Throttle Radio has been doing live shows. And on August 31st, 2017, All Throttle Radio will be live at Keegan's Bar and Grill in the Short Pump area in Richmond, Virginia. That's a big deal because our sister and Legacy and that radio sponsor, Jody Smith, will be there performing. So definitely make sure you come out, talk to the guys of All Throttle Radio and enjoy them. But also make sure you check out the dope style and the dope music of our sister, Jody Smith. And you're going to definitely be treated to some covers as well as some originals. Hip-hop, R&B, dope sister. So make sure you come out and support her. Friday nights, of course, you've been hearing him all night. Our brother, the Couch Coach, on Couch Coach Live, our sports show here on Friday nights on Legacy Internet Radio. Saturdays, we replay the shows throughout the week until about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, we've got our brother Tavon with I Got Something to Say, and his co-host, our sister Neek Deek, our sister from around the way. Then we play the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix all night, Saturday, taking you into Sunday mornings, where we pick up with Amplified Gospel. Amplified Gospel will take you up to Big Rube and Irreconcilable Differences. The show airs intermittently, so some weeks he's on and some weeks he's off, taking you up to 6 p.m. with Twa After Dark. So definitely happy. We've got programming here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Starting in September, we've got 2 brand new shows. Of course, we have a New Balance and Doing Time, who will join us on weekends here in September. October, we've got the Unsung of Legacy Internet Radio, where we will profile Legacy Internet Radio friends and family and alum in an unsung type of show. And also Legacy TV returns to Comcast and Verizon here locally in RVA and on YouTube. So got a lot going on here. We only do it because y'all want us to do it. And the minute y'all say y'all don't want us anymore, we won't stop, can't stop. Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J, live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. I'll get to my thank yous here in just a few moments. I'm going to turn the mic over to my crew and my team for the night. Start off with our sister, Miss Tony. Everybody's going to get an opportunity to rant and an opportunity to close. And Tony, you are up first, my sister. What you got?
Okay, well, I'm not going to rant because I don't usually rant.
No, you don't.
I'm going to share my new business that I just started over this weekend. It is a vintage boutique called 322 by Tony. And I will be selling not only vintage clothing, but also modern clothing for both men and women. And it is on IG. I have an IG page. It is at 3_22, the number 2, BYTONI. Again, that's 3_22, BYTONI. There are a few things on there now. I have some more stuff coming in, but please take a look, support. I just really believe in, well, I love vintage clothing, first of all. But I just, I know the importance of looking good, because it makes you feel good, but not spending a fortune. So, and I also wanted to cater to men as well, because I know that there are men who like vintage clothes, or they don't really like shopping, or they like unique pieces, which, I'm definitely bringing. But they have that option too, and there's not a lot of those out there. So please take a look when you get a chance. I would appreciate it. I'm really excited to share my passion with everybody. Again, it's 3_22 BYTONI. Thank you.
Absolutely. Very happy for you. Very happy for you. Proud of you. Just make sure that every single time you have an opportunity to rock the mic here on Ain't No Hashtag Marcus J, as well as Legacy Internet Radio, that you rep your squad. And in that, I mean, let the folks know where they can find you and where they can support you. So happy for you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Ain't No Hashtag Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We got a rant that came in from social media. So we've got one of our longtime listeners, our sister Bryna out of New York, is checking us out. She says, my rant: white folks no more looking away when white nationalists gather for protests with no signs, but instead show up with torches, guns, shields, and clubs. It shows you that they were looking for a fight, and Trump is in all his glory. He's nothing but, I'm not going to say that piece because we don't attack here, but she's not happy with him. Sharia law is not the problem in America. White supremacy is. So I typically don't edit, but we also don't attack. So, but I can dig it, because for what it's worth, Brian, I agree with you. I just won't say it on the air. And hashtag on Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Our sister attorney Tamika, it's your turn to close it out with your final statement. We here call it the rants and the closing. Sis, what you got?
So I am gonna rant. I am gonna rant about people that bystand and don't do anything. In order for there to be change has to be facilitated. You have to proactively participate in things in order to bring about an established event, right? The things that we want to accomplish at the end. So, for example, with this alt-right, Southern pride, Save the Flag and Monuments rally that's coming on September 16th. If you don't want this in your town, if you don't want people to Google Richmond, Virginia, and this is the first thing they see, businesses, if you don't want to lose the tourist crowd, then you need to become proactive. This is an application that's approved by the state. Contact the Department of General Services and let them know you are not interested in this being in your city, in your neighborhood, in your front yard. Write your delegates. Contact City Council, because once it's approved by the state, it still has to fall within City of Richmond. The mayor's office, your city council. If you don't know, just start writing everybody. It doesn't matter what you do something. Don't just stand on the sidelines and shrug your shoulders saying, well, I don't know. I guess they can do it. What can I do? There's always something to do. And if you are super lost and you don't know what to do, find me on Facebook. I will help you find something to do.
Ain't no half step on Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Shout out to our brother Marvin, who's checking in, and he's saying peace to the crew. So thank you, Marvin, for checking in. Ain't no half step, Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Last but not least, our brother, the Couch Coach.
Yeah, so there was a noticeable signing in the NFL today. Of course, we know that the Baltimore Ravens are in need of a quarterback. They signed a guy, pardon my bias, but it's a guy named Thaddeus Lewis. Thaddeus Lewis is a quarterback that used to play for Duke University. He hasn't played in the NFL since 2013.
2013.
Hasn't played an NFL game since 2013.
Quarterback hasn't played in the NFL in 4 years. Got signed by the Baltimore Ravens today.
Yes.
Any connection you want to make to that, Coach?
Well, Thaddeus Lewis is black, and so of course, I think the Baltimore Ravens did that in order to make us think that it's not, a race type of thing, because they can say, hey, well, we did sign a black quarterback. I call it a save my ass type of move.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Ain't no half step, Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Last thing I want to get to before I get to my own personal rant and my own personal closing is I want to get a special thank you to those folks who checked in. Brother Terry Hunt, T. Hunt from back home, my sister Laurel, her daughter Tracy, our brother Ed, Hakeem, Dee Dee, Michelle K, Deshaun, Mr. 3375, Trayvon, Brian, and Marvin. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody who actually, and our sister Charlene. I'm sorry, our sister Charlene checked in as well. Our sister Jackie checked in as well. Very, very, very special thank you goes to our sisters Shauna Makita, who joined us in the very first segment tonight, who talked to us about Girls Trip and the great things that they're doing. So we definitely want to send some love to them. Outstanding segment with them. Also make sure that you follow them in social media on their page, The Sisters Cruise, their Sisters Cruise here on Facebook. So make sure you follow them. If you heard them earlier in the show, then you know how dope they were. So thank you for doing that. All right. At this time, I want to close it out with my rant and my closing. And true to form, I'm probably going to piss off a couple of people, but I don't care. All right, listen. You folks who watch Power, you really need to get your shit together. Seriously. Seriously, you need to get your shit together. Because I watch Power. I've watched Power since the beginning. I'm not one of those Johnny come lately to the fourth season. Now I got to act like a crazy person because of Power. I've always watched it from the beginning. Why are people losing their mind over this show? It's not that serious, and it's not that special of a show. I mean, it's cool, it's fun, but it's kind of like The Wire in New York. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have different sections of the community that it reaches like The Wire did, but for me, it fills kind of that same gap as The Wire did. But here's where I really wanted to go with this, right? There's a forensic investigation underway right now to find out who leaked the final 3 episodes of Power. The final 3 episodes of Power got leaked in social media. They were leaked online due to a breach of the press screening room. This is what Starz said last week in a statement. Seems to be a case of password sharing that resulted in homemade videos of episodes which were taped off a TV screen and posted online. They also confirmed that there's a forensic investigation to determine who leaked them, and they plan to take legal action against them. This is not a criminal mastermind of ghost or Canaan proportions at work here. This is what they also said in their statement. Basically, what they're saying is a dummy who worked for them went in there, taped it off of TV, and posted it online, and they're going to figure out it's only a matter of time which one of the dummies it was. Now, there's a few things that I could touch on here, and I'm going to be really brief with it, I promise. First, is it really that serious that you got to risk your job to go in and tape episodes of Power so that you could be the first person to leak it online? My question is, what were you going to get out of that? Is somebody going to pay you something? Probably not. No. You just wanted to be the first one to break news that you got Power, and everybody go click the like button on your Facebook page. Really? Really just cost yourself your job for likes? Yeah. And you're a dummy because you posted it to your Facebook page. Really? Really? Which brings me to the Facebook page and the people who do the spoilers. You, my friends, are terrible people. If you post spoilers for Power or any other show at 10 o'clock in the morning when you know people have built their day around 9 o'clock when it actually freaking comes on to watch it, and you post spoilers all day long, and you actually tell people, get over it, man, then just don't put it on Facebook. If that's how you feel, you somebody who are a terrible person in your spirit. You know why? Because you get off on hurting people and upsetting people. It's so much bigger than Power to me when I'm making that point. Making that point so much bigger than Power, because you know you pissing people off and you don't care. You're doing it on purpose. You want to piss people off. For the few people who have the Starz app like me, who watch it at 9 o'clock in the morning, just so I don't see the spoilers. Because I'm about that life. I'm going to watch the show before you ruin my afternoon. Yeah. Because I'm not the dude that's just not going to go on Facebook, because I got to do the promotion for Legacy Internet Radio, and then I got to see all of the dumb shit that dummies is posting about, the stuff that we don't care about, their food, and the stupid dogs and the ugly kids and all of that stuff, you know. Anyway, I'm clowning. But real talk, you're whack if you're posting spoilers. Last thing I'll say is all of the passion and all of the ingenuity and all of the love and care that we take in talking about these TV shows and posting about them in these long scripts of spoilers that we put out there, because we've analyzed Power. We know that Angela's crazy, but she gangster after what she did last night. If you watch Power, yeah, she gangster. She did that thing. She did that thing. And Tariq is like the worst kid in the history of children. And you know, you say what you want, you know, but you know, Tasha been with more dudes than Ghost been with girls, at least on the show. And let's see, Tommy is a crazy person. But they all need to pay attention to their homeboy who they trust, but they shouldn't trust, because he finna bring all y'all down. There's your spoilers. See? That's it. I just gave you a spoiler without even giving you not one plot point. That's how you do it. And I feel just as good as you do. See how that works? Yeah. Anyway, you put all of that time into doing that, but you ain't got nothing to say about what happened in Charlottesville. You ain't got nothing to say about the sisters who's doing the girls trip. You ain't got nothing to say about Colin Kaepernick, unless you're going to boycott. Oh, yeah, you're going to boycott while sitting in front of your TV at home, not telling nobody, but you do watch the game. You got your jersey on, but you on Facebook telling everybody you boycotting, while at the same time posting spoilers about Power. I mean, come on, people. Like, this is us. Like, this is the shit we do. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. This was a satire-filled rant and closing that I very much intended to kind of touch on a lot of things, and hopefully everybody who I just called out got the point. 804-402-2893. Call me and tell me I'm whack for calling you out. But call me next week, because that's the rant that ain't got nothing to do with the show, and the show is over. So you can't call me tonight. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. Also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares and the abundance of water. The fool is thirsty. Those are words of Bob Marley, who you had her singing in the background, but the song just went off because I just talked for 6 minutes. But we will run this back in its entirety. So we appreciate you rocking with us. You rock with us. We roll with y'all. Be back next week live from the Dana Legacy Internet Radio. Peace, y'all.